purpose, beginning, body, and conclusion, project sincerity and conviction, and basic control, nervousness. Now, are you going to be able to use it today? Would you like to start?
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, dragons. Thank you for allowing me to come into the den tonight to make my pitch to you without the aid of a PowerPoint projector. My name is Nick Oswald and I am CEO of You Invented What? Limited. We like to think of ourselves as an adoption agency for unwanted patents. We scour the patent database to find inventions which have never seen the light of day but offer great promise to society. That's without the PowerPoint.
I think it does take 2 minutes. Just like that.
Can I start again?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, dragons. My name is Nick Oswald, CEO of You Invented What? Limited. We like to think of ourselves as an adoption agency for unwanted inventions. We scour the patent database to find inventions which have never seen the light of day and yet offer tremendous benefits to society. Our portfolio is bursting with patents just waiting to be brought to life, but we need your help. We are asking for your investment tonight of 10,000 pence, 2 paper clips and a packet of watches for a 99% stake in You Invented What? To give you an idea of what you'd be getting yourself involved in with our company, I'd like to explain to you 3 of our most promising inventions. The first invention deals with an age-old dilemma faced by children all over the world, often in the depths of winter. And that is, how can they possibly tell whether or not Santa Claus is real? A 1994 patent solves that problem, and we would like to bring it back to life. And that patent is for the Santa Claus detector. Underneath the cunningly simple exterior of the Santa Claus detector, which looks just like a normal Christmas stocking, there lurks a myriad of electronic wizardry which combines to set off a series of lights and klaxons when Santa Claus touches the stocking. That allows children to go to bed safe in the knowledge that Santa Claus will come and they'll be woken up when he touches the stocking. And then they can finally find out the truth for themselves. And ladies and gentlemen, what greater gift could you give a child on Christmas Day than to let them know once and for all, for themselves, that Santa Claus is real. Our second invention also empowers children, but in a completely different way. Like many parents of small children, I often find myself thinking that if I wanted to get anything done, if I wanted to get the floor cleaned rather, I would have to tie a mop to my backside. Now that may seem like a good idea, but it's not. Not only is it an extremely inefficient way to clean the floor, if you stumble backwards while you're using the mop, you risk significant soft tissue damage. So our second invention... Nobody laughed while I was practicing. So our second invention solves that problem by taking the mop off of the parent's backside and onto the baby. The baby mop is a wonderful invention. It's a simple baby grow with a simple addition of a mop on the front of the chest, on the legs and on the arms. When the baby crawls around the floor is cleaned. Now this is a beautiful win-win situation. It's a win for the child because they're empowered from an early age to contribute to their household. And they will grow up with improved immune systems because they're exposed to all of the grime and bacteria that accumulates on the mop. What's it's also a win for the parents. Because not only is their workload reduced because the phone is cleaned, the baby mop also eliminates the possibility that they will have to stagger into accident and emergency one day and say, "Doctor, I fell on a mop." The third invention deals with something that's even harder work than bringing up children, and that is bringing children into this world. In the early 1960s, George Blonsky was so moved by the plight of his wife during childbirth that he decided to do something about it. In his 1964 patent, George went into his garden shed with nothing more than an old washing machine, a piece of board, and a selection of leather belts he purchased from Oxfam, and he came out with the subject of his 1964 patent, the centrifugal childbirth assister. A diagram from George's original 1964 patent shows a picture of his wife, Charlotte, lying on top of a board that's on top of the washing machine, and she's strapped in place by the leather belts. The principle of the invention is that the drum rotates around, creating an outward centrifugal force that assists the baby down the birth canal in concert with the mother's own effort. Now, George had women's welfare in mind when he made this invention, but he also had their comfort and safety in mind. Because he made some valuable additions, and those were an adjustable backrest, which allows the woman to lie at whatever position she feels most comfortable, but he also added a safety net. Because when you're dealing with centrifugal force and small children, I'm sure you'll agree you can never be too careful. Solving the Santa Claus conundrum with the Santa Claus detector. Empowering small children to contribute to their families from an early age, and stopping the parents from having to go into hospital with the baby mop, and finally reducing the burden, reducing the effort women have to go through in childbirth. Childbirth assistant. That is what we are about. And you invented What Limited, and that's why we asked for your investment tonight. 10,000 pence, 2 paper clips, 1 packet of Watsons. Invest in us tonight, and you can go home and tell your friends and family of your latest venture, and they will say to you, "You invested in what?"